The word I thought of was opportunities. It's a bit cheesy of a word, but I think it's very accurate. LCC just has so many options, and it's very flexible with what you can do there.
I think LCC is like a poke bowl with some seafood. So just because of how a lot of people here come from different countries and share different cultures.
Curious. There's a lot of openness and willingness to discuss and learn about each other, what we believe, our backgrounds, our cultures, where we're coming from.
If I were to describe LCC in one word, I would use the word diverse. LCC brings people together from such different backgrounds, and in so many of the relationships here, you could say, what are the chances? And yet, LCC brought everyone together.
Well, yesterday on campus, there was a big dance called the Winter Gala. And in that dance, I was pretty much talking the whole time, anybody who I recognize I talked to and just wanted to get to know what they were doing. And on the first day of campus, it was kind of funny because I was pretty nervous and wasn't really sure, who am I going to talk to? Who am I going to connect with the most? And it's really cool to see that as throughout my few months here, I've gotten to know so many people and I'm just so comfortable with so many of them.
Everything was a blur, everything was rushed and new, overstimulating, I would say, to now where I have people who I know and am good friends with, and they come from all over the world, but we have meals together and we can share conversations and share stories. We can laugh together, we can cry together, we can go shopping together, we can do life together. It feels like I'm doing life and living life with the people who I'm alongside and not just existing with them.
So much has changed. I remember my first day showing up on campus. I was excited, but I was also pretty overwhelmed, and that's when I started to second guess my decision to come to a random place on the other side of the world to study for a semester. Now thinking about yesterday on campus, I interacted with so many sweet friends. I became so confident in who I am and where I fit in this community, and it's just such a huge difference, and now I cannot imagine not having this experience. I will never see the world the same way again when I go home. In some ways, the world has become way bigger to me. I know so much more about what is happening, and I have faces to go along with events around the world, and in that way, the world has expanded so much. And at the very same time, the world has become so small because I now have friends from all over the world, and I've really learned that you can form relationships with anyone from anywhere. And because of that, I will just see the world in a way that I never would have been able to see it before this semester.
I have been very spontaneous this semester. Normally I always want to plan everything out and think everything through, what could go wrong, what could go right. But coming here has definitely loosened me up a bit and definitely helped me be more willing to figure things out on the go and just have a good time.